Oculus Launchpad, week 12. This week was a lot about recovery and making sure that we're stitching everything that we did from our mini hackathon together, and also repurposing or refactoring a lot of the code that we did during the weekend. We found a lot of bugs that were unfortunate, but are like problems in the process of like the things we're coding. For example, not using IK or final IK for our stomping sequence for our little girl, and using that instead of using the native humanoid type of rig and that sort of thing, and then finalizing that and then trying to incorporate that into our holistic experience. And so making these major parts fit into one and sequencing that in different timelines is a bit more complicated. Hector's been doing majority of that, I believe, and our dev team has been hard at work at integrating and finalizing everything that we did from our final mini hackathon. For example, Humberto did this awesome ice thing. I don't believe I showed that footage last week, but here it is. Basically, now we have something where we can track like either a flashlight or eyes or facial stuff. It's going to be super cool once we all integrate it together. After we sequence everything together. I think that this week is all a bit about stitching. That's really the theme of this week, and also a lot of rigging and inverse kinematics this week. We've done a variety of different riggings for our monster character, and we're probably going to end up using an older one just because of the time limited, and also because what happened in the new one, just there's all these sorts of bugs, and I have no idea why or how, and I've been using Final AK and for a while. Besides that, been finding mocap cleanup artists because our mocap scenes aren't very polished, and I think that will be the weakest point in our experience. From end to end, our experience is almost like sequenced out for coding in general, is like all really well done. I think that the thing that will lack is the animations, and hopefully the mocap cleanup goes well. I think that a lot of lessons were learned that way. When you export from Motion Builder, which I didn't really know, you lose all the controls that a person would have if they hand rigged it. So for example, our little girl goes down and draws on the ground for a second, and that sequence is very, very difficult to clean up. I'm not doing that work. I'm just learning about the process from our Scott and Gavech, I can't say his name, but super talented artist as well. Both of them have been working diligently on our intro scene and also our father-daughter scene, which are the main components of our experience and for our end-to-end demo. Besides that, we've been doing a lot of reaching out to recruit people to do audio, or like to do the acting in our experience. We'll be using the iPhone X and recording their facial animations and incorporating them into the mocap cleanup, facial rigs and that sort of thing. For me, I just spent a lot of time with Final IK and getting the presentation ready, and also just a little bit of recovery. This week's been a little bit hard emotionally, and just everything else with going on besides the project. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have a great time, or I'll have a great time at Oculus Launch, or Oculus Connect, and learn some things, and hopefully our end experience will be super dope, and I cannot wait to share that. And it's really, the full vision is coming together. And here's some more images from Ryan Pocock, our 3D artist, and it's becoming more fully realized. It's like a half painterly look. So that's been Oculus Launchpad week 12 vlog. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.